Hello and welcome to the Cubbears fan report for May the 17th, 2025. I didn't get to post for a couple days and I have an excuse. See this? This is my colonoscopy report. I got good news. There were no tumors, no polyps, no sign of cancer. I get to live a little while longer. That's good news. You should get your screening colonoscopy when you reach the age of 50, which I did, and they found a polyp, so they wanted to do it again. So they said I'm clear for 10 years. I have a family history of colon cancer, but not my immediate parents, but my extended family. So I want to get that checked out. And so that's good news. It's one less thing to worry about. Another less thing to worry about is my bowel prep, which wasn't adequate the first time, so I had to go back for a second attempt at a colonoscopy, and I didn't get to eat any solid food for 2 days, and I was pooping a lot. And in fact, there's a picture of poop in the rectum right here, and that's just one less thing to worry about. But I wasn't in the mood to do a podcast or YouTube or anything like that. So anyway, it's all around good news. The other good news is the Cubs played yesterday, May the 16th. I got back home from my colonoscopy a little drowsy. I watched some of it, but not all of it. I fell asleep on and off during it, but it was a great game for the Cubs. And it's interesting that they won by a touchdown and a field goal by a score of 13-3, because I'm going to talk about the Bears' schedule that's coming up this fall. The big news is that Cade Horton got his first start and picked up the win. And he pitched 5 innings, giving up 3 runs. He got hit a little bit, but he persevered, and that's good to know, because not every game is going to be a no-hitter and no drama. So he fought through the drama, and Pete Crow Armstrong hit a home run. He's got 12 now, and he's tied with Seiya Suzuki for the lead at 12 homers. I never pictured him being a home run hitter. I knew he could hit home runs. He hit some last year, but it took him a while to get in the groove. He's in the groove now, and I was worried he's going to try to swing for the fences, but if you throw a ball in there, low and inside, he can get to that pitch, and he'll take it down the line. He did that yesterday, and the ball barely stayed fair. He had another windblown hit. He had 4 hits and 6 at-bats, and he had 6 RBIs. He had a big game, and he's really turning into an offensive force. It's not just his speed, it's his ability to hit, and I hope he stays within himself and doesn't become home run happy and try to hit everything out of the park, because the Cubs from 2016, all they could do is hit home runs. If they didn't hit home runs, they didn't score. And they have an ability to score in a variety of ways now. They can hit the ball, they can steal the bases, they got speed, they do good situational running, and they looked really good yesterday. It's interesting that they won by a score of by 10 points, because that's a touchdown and a field goal, and with the Bears schedule release, that's going to be a good thing. This is my Cubs hat, or my Bears hat, my Cubs jersey. My son gave me this. He used to wear this in high school. He was on a team called the Cubs, and the last name on this is Bertman. My name is Mark Bertman, your Cub Bears fan reporter. I'm also being watched by a kitten who is having fun playing with whatever he can find. I just hope he doesn't knock the camera over. Other interesting things is Suzuki had 2 hits yesterday, PCA had 4 hits, and Carson Kelly, the surprise monster hitter, had 2 hits. Nico Horner had 2 hits, and what's also interesting is Moises Ballesteros was called up, and he collected his first hit yesterday with his family watching. I get emotional when I watch his family cheering him on. But the Cubs will play today at 1:20. Matthew Boyd, who is 3-2, will go up against Sean Burke, who is 2-4 with a 4.15 ERA. And Matthew Boyd is there's that cat tail. Don't knock the camera over. You pay attention. You be a good memory. I don't see. There you go. Get away from the camera. This isn't about you. It's about me. Nobody cares to watch cat videos. But anyway, he wants to be in the show, and he wants to knock my camera over. But I ain't going to let him. And Matthew Boyd 3-2, 2.78 ERA. So let's talk about the Bears' schedule. Last year I picked them to win 13 wins, and they were off to a great start. And I was starting to look kind of smart. I picked them to beat the Commanders. I picked them to lose to Jacksonville, and they had the Commanders game won until that Hail Mary pass. But the Bears get to go back to Washington this year in a revenge matchup. I have them winning 9 games and losing 8. I have them going undefeated at home, 1-8 on the road. And that's just the way it works. The only road game I have them winning is against Las Vegas. And that was the cat trying to get in on the action, and I won't let her steal the show. But she is a fun cat. She likes to hang out with me. I kind of like her, but that's a different story. I have the Bears losing most of their games on the road. I have them playing at least 4 games nationally televised. They get the Black Friday game against Philadelphia, I think. Looking at my notes, they got to play the Steelers. I have that as a win because that's at home. They lose to, I think they're going to lose to Philly and the Commanders. But there's some of these losses, I think they may come back and win. But I have them losing all the road games in the division and winning all the home games. So it just depends how Detroit plays. They have them in the second week. The first week they get to open with the Vikings at home on Monday night. They got at least 4 nationally televised games, a Thursday night game, and a couple Monday night games, and then that Black Friday game, and then maybe at the finale, as they have to play. They have to play Detroit at home in the final game, and they have to play Green Bay at home on week 16. I have them losing to San Francisco. But it's going to be an interesting season, and it's going to be a challenge to see how Ben Johnson takes off as a head coach. The problem with being a head coach and the offensive coordinator is it can be distracting. I played football in the MFL, that's the Miller Football League in Guam, and my head coach also wanted to be the offensive coordinator. And I remember I played a little quarterback, and I would come in and ask for the play, and he'd be chewing some guy out who he didn't think played his position properly. And I'm like, give me a play. And he wouldn't give me a play. We had to get a delay game or call a timeout so I could get a play so he could finish yelling. That's the problem with being a head coach and calling all the plays. So hopefully he'll be more of a CEO. And I think it's very interesting that they have an offensive-minded head coach. They have not had an offensive-minded head coach in a long time, since Mark Trestman. And the league figured him out, and he couldn't figure out how to unfigure it out. That's the key, is the league has not figured out Ben Johnson yet, but they usually do. They make an adaptation. This is the Cubbears Fan Report. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And if you don't like something, leave a comment. I don't care how hurtful it is. Nothing's going to hurt me more than that colonoscopy prep. I promise you that. Anyway, Cubbears Fan Report. May 17th, 2025. The Cubs will play later today. That's what I'm doing this afternoon. I don't have a lot of energy to do anything else but watch baseball on YouTube. So please like and subscribe. Watch YouTube. Cubbears Fan Report. Support my sponsors, Robin Hood Brewery, Cream and Sugar in Iuka, and Taylor's Place in Burnsville if you happen to be in northern Mississippi. You can take me out of Chicago, but you can't take Chicago out of me, which is a big reason I like to go to the Taylor's Place. Plus the Bears have a couple people named Taylor. Cubbears Fan Report, please like and subscribe.